Florida is extremely, to me, rougher than any other state that I have been to and lived for a while. They are catered to putting young black men into a situation where they look like deadbeats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What difference did you see between Florida and North Carolina, for example?
Oh, I tell the guys, especially the black guys up here, that y'all are free. I heard on the news that if you owe a speeding ticket or anything, and it's past due over 2 years, and you ain't paid it, you're not gonna pay it. Florida, there's no such thing. It's and I heard another thing about if you commit a serious violent crime when you're a juvenile, well, when you become an adult, it's like you starting all over, brand new.
Mm-hmm.
So these are some of the little stuff. It's a big difference in Florida and being young in Florida and being young in North Carolina. It is a huge difference. Mm-hmm. And people owning stuff. You would never, not never, but very seldom see a black man that owned 20 or 30 acres or 40 acres in Florida. Mm-hmm. You would very seldom see a black man that owned cows or horses that really do farming. Mm-hmm. Because now, like I say, now you'll see some that have them, but it's not like he have a big property to keep them on a land like that. The people up here, the black guys I know, most of them own their own land and got acres, not just 1 acre, acres. And some of them, some of them is on Social Security and maybe have a disability, they're able to keep it. In Florida, it's quite different. It's a big difference. And so it's like, the difference for me, like when I came to North Carolina, it's like everybody here was equal. I mean, it's like a whole different world. Mm-hmm. It's such a big difference. But like I say now, that because the places that I have lived in Florida and I have seen it, I had about, say, 10 or 15 houses in Miami. And they took them. They took about 10 of them away from me. And it was over stupid stuff. I mean, little stuff like, they would tell me I'm code violation for a trailer that has no axle, no oil in it, or nothing. They'll tell me it's leaking oil in the ground and it's contaminating the ground. They would come and tow my cars away when anybody else's car they were leaving. So it was like, since I was making a difference in the neighborhood, and this was Liberty City. When I first came to the neighborhood, it was ran down. Mm-hmm. It was a rundown neighborhood. But after I started getting in there, cleaning up people's yard, cutting the grass for them, planting trees, planting flowers, and kind of like getting the order done. Mm-hmm. For some reason, they thought that I wanted to be the mayor or something like that. And so they come after you. I remember one of the police officers said, "Why do you live in this neighborhood when you can afford to live in another one?" So I asked him, why did he work in this neighborhood when he can afford to work in another neighborhood? And that ticked him off a little bit. But I tell you, I have been handcuffed behind my back and a 9mm Glock pointed at my head the whole time.